What's happening, people? This is Nocturnal Thoughts. Just doing a real quick video. I was watching The Boxing Voice, and I guess they proposed a question after this recent Twitter beef back and forth between Gervonta Tank Davis and Regis I'm sorry. Let me rewind that. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Josh Taylor. I don't call into live chats, things like that, but I had to put my thoughts in on the situation. First off, do I think Gervonta Tank Davis, would it be wise for him to try to move up to 140 pounds and fight Josh Taylor in the recent event of him just, defeating Regis Prograis? I think Gervonta Tank Davis said he'd knock him out, and Josh Taylor responded he was a minge, and then he said he'd knock him out in 7 or 8 rounds, and then he said, stop drinking, wee man, this and that and third, whatever, all that. I don't really pay attention to Instagram or Twitter or whatever they was on. But just listening to The Boxing Voice and listening to different people, calling in and having their opinions, and was all over the place. They was going off into boxing wonderland, like comparing Gervonta Tank Davis to Manny Pacquiao, talking about Roy Jones Jr. moving up to heavyweight, talking about Adrian Broner going up to fight Marcus Maidana. Just, all these kind of wild fairy tale dreams, in my opinion. So to keep it short, to keep it brief, in my opinion, if Gervonta Tank Davis was to move up to 140 pounds and fight Josh Taylor, I would be giving more than the edge. I would be choosing Josh Taylor easy. Honestly, it would be an easy fight for him. And I'm not saying that out of disrespect to Davis. I like Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite fighters. That doesn't mean I think he should fight Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? It's like Errol Spence is my favorite fighter. He shouldn't fight Deontay Wilder. I don't even think he should fight Canelo right now, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis moving up to 135. Let's see how he does against Gamboa, even though I believe he should knock out Gamboa. You know what I mean? Let's see him fight Teofimo Lopez. Let's see him fight Devin Haney. Let's see him fight Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Those would be good fights for him. Now, I understand plotting your own course. You know what I'm saying? Taking the road less traveled, daring to be great, and moving up. But I just don't feel like, I think a lot of people are focusing on Gervonta Tank Davis's power. I hear a little bit of people talking about his skills and everything like that, but most people are focusing on his power. And, whether or not his power, if he could take it into a heavier weight division, jump up 2 weight classes, fighting 140 pounds, maybe he should fight Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his power would go up, transfer into 140 pound weight division, but his power would still be changed. Might even have a little bit more power, but power is just different, and it comes in different measures. Fast twitch muscles, reflexes, cardio conditioning, athleticism, power, all of those things are affected in multiple different ways when you're talking about gaining weight and losing weight. Some things you might lose, some things you might gain, some things might dull out. Like your reflexes might dull out if you put on too much weight. Your power might flatten out if you put on too much weight. It might increase in power, but it might lose the stamina. It might lose the pop. When you're talking about boxing, it might be affected to where his power is stronger, but it's not as effective. Not to mention you hitting bigger, naturally bigger guys who's been hit by bigger guys. You see what I'm saying? Josh Taylor, not to mention how he dominated Regis Prograis, he took his shots too. He's taking shots from big guys. You know, if you go back and look at Regis Taylor fights leading up to his, fight against Regis Prograis, if you look at Josh Taylor's fights leading up to this fight, he's taken solid punches from decent power fighters. My only question when he was going into Regis Prograis fight, my only question was if his chin or if he was going to be able to take Regis Prograis power. Other than that, I knew he would be able to beat Regis Prograis as far as boxing. You know what I'm saying? If Regis Prograis would have came out there and had too much power for him to deal with and completely just, cleaned his clock, that would have been different. But he obviously took his punches, so he got a chin. Are people comparing Regis Prograis power to Gervonta Tank Davis power when Regis Prograis is naturally bigger and he's no pushover as far as Regis Prograis is known for his big punching power as well? Gervonta Tank Davis is I think he has a little bit more skill, a little bit more athletic than Regis. Regis was, to me, a little more flat-footed. He walked his opponents down. Gervonta Tank Davis is a lot more, of a boxer where he moves around. But that's if you compare him fighting, smaller guys. If he fights a big guy like a Josh Taylor, who is naturally a bigger guy, and this is my thing, Gervonta Tank Davis, when you see him backstage, or after fights, when you see him with Adrian Broner, and you see him how he looks with the full face and the little bit of weight on his body, that's to me what he would look like in the fight if he was to let himself blow up to the 140 pound. Kind of like Mikey Garcia when he fought Errol Spence. Mikey Garcia just ballooned up, and he was solid, but definitely was slower. You didn't see any kind of, his conditioning was different. So my thing is this: Gervonta Tank Davis, if he was to let himself go up to that 140 pound, he would be slower. You know what I'm saying? He would be nice, round. Maybe he would feel better because he didn't have to cut weight, but at the same time, he's going to feel more sluggish. He's going to have a different cardio system. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Josh Taylor, when he weighed in for Regis Prograis at 139 pounds, he still looked very, very healthy. He looked like if he wanted to, he probably could have dropped down even a little bit more to 137, 35. It would have been pushing it. But dropping down to 139 pounds, he still had a decent amount of size on him. So when he rehydrates up, he's 150 pounds conditioned with power, with better cardio, stamina, his reflexes, his boxing ability. All of that's still going to be right intact naturally. That's where he naturally is used to fighting at. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be fighting at a heavier weight. Where's the adjustment period? Where's his tune-up fight? Where's his tune-up fight at a heavier weight class to prepare his body to deliver those kind of punches, to receive those kind of punches, to have that kind of conditioning? I just don't see it. I don't think it's a wise choice. People bring up the Roy Jones fight. The Roy Jones versus John Ruiz fight was the worst fight that ever happened in Roy Jones' career. He won that fight, but it tore his body up. I don't know what he had to do to bulk up to the 190 pounds. He went all the way up to 190 pounds and he fought John Ruiz. And keep in mind, John Ruiz was not the biggest, strongest, dominating heavyweight. He was like a low caliber heavyweight. Heavyweight, but the lowest caliber heavyweight. He just was awkward and had a herky-jerky style. But it was an impressive fight when you watch it over and over and as time passes. But when the fight first happened, it really wasn't that impressive. You know what I'm saying? Let me say, Roy Jones going to heavyweight is similar to Alexander Usyk just going up to heavyweight to fight Chaz Witherspoon. Was very close in comparison, in my opinion. Good fight. They both won. Nothing super spectacular, but you can see they're naturally supposed to be cruiserweights or whatever. Roy Jones Jr. coming down from fighting heavyweight. After that, he got knocked out, and knocked out. After he went up to 190, he came back down, was never the same fighter. So obviously going up to 190 was a bad idea. He came back down and his body never reset the correct way. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad idea for him to bump up to 190 and come back down. So I'm thinking, as far as Gervonta Tank Davis, if he was to go up to that weight, which I think he would have a better and a fairer chance of doing that than a Roy Jones Jr., but a lot of people also bringing up an Adrian Broner. If it was good for Adrian Broner, it should be good for Tank Davis. Well, my thing is this: it wasn't good for Adrian Broner. It was one of the worst things that he did. He went up, he dared to be great, he fought Marcus Maidana, and he got obliterated. He got destroyed. He got broken. He got broken as a fighter. He got broken. His willpower was broken. He was never the same. Don't care what nobody say. It made him gunch. It made him trigger shot forever. Still a good guy, good boxer, but he was never the same after he fought Marcus Maidana. You know what I'm saying? Where Mikey Garcia at? He dared to be great. He went up to fight Errol Spence. What happened to Mikey Garcia? Gervonta Tank Davis, if he was to move up, why fight the best at that weight division? You know what I'm saying? Why not at least work your way in to be honest with you, I just think the whole thing is just a farce, and I'm not even going to put any more thought into it, because to me the idea of Tank Davis going up to 140 pounds and fighting Josh Taylor is somewhat comical. It's Nocturnal Thoughts. I salute you. Peace out. Appreciate you. And drop a comment, hit a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever.